Okay, everybody, something brand new. For the first time, Tom Leyden, along with Joseph Vinci, you know him from Westwood. He is now the long snapper for the Notre Dame punt team. And how crazy is it that one of our own is playing in the national championship game about a year since he left Westwood High School? Joseph, how you doing, my man? Great to be with you.
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
What a fantastic, unbelievable opportunity for you. If you could have, drawn it up on a chalkboard last year, like, hey, I'm going to go to Notre Dame and a year from now, I'm going to be playing for the national championship. I mean, that's the dream. What's the experience been like for you to actually see it play out?
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite the journey so far. I think it was literally a year ago yesterday I moved into my dorm. But Definitely took a lot of hard work. Wasn't easy when I first got here. I was suffering with some I was broke and dislocated and fractured my thumb. So I had a lot of hard comes when I first got here, but you show up every day, do what your coaches tell you, and just keep working on elevating and doing the best you can. And an opportunity arose earlier this season. I found my first shot to play against Navy, and then I've been starting on punt ever since. So it's been. I don't think I could have written it up better. And I don't think I could be doing it at a better university. So I'm very thankful for that.
What's the feedback been like from those of us from home who've been reaching out and trying to touch base and get updates? What sort of feedback have you been getting from the folks in Westwood?
I've had a lot of my teammates from back at Westwood High, all my coaches, um, and my dad, my brother, my parents. A lot of my family have been hearing from people all over the place, which has been really cool. A lot of people telling me that they're very excited for me. It seems I've also turned a lot of people into Irish fans, which I'm very happy about.
Even me,
Uh,
Joseph. I went to Boston College, but I am rooting for you on Monday night. So you have
awesome,
my heart for
awesome.
one night. So I'm sure it's been. Let me just ask you a couple questions about the experience of being on this team, because obviously this
Yeah.
team is on the precipice of doing something pretty special. I think it starts with the coach, right? Marcus Freeman has experienced himself on the big stage, ironically with Ohio State. He played in two national championship games. So, what has his impact on this team been like? How has he impacted you, and how has he impacted the rest of the guys on the roster?
Yeah, I think Coach Freeman's obviously a great role model, an awesome leader, and an awesome person for this team and this community. Um, I would say one thing that I really admire about him is how he makes sure to make it a focus that every single person on this team has a role, no matter how large or how small that is. And even when I was not playing at all, I felt that if I could fulfill my role, whatever that may be, whether that's at practice, whether that's cheering on my teammates on the sideline, that I need to do that to the best of my ability in order for our team to reach our potential. And I think he's an outstanding leader, and he pushes us to elevate every single day.
Has he referenced or talked about the fact that it is Ohio State and he has ties with Ohio State? And what does he tell you about his own experience of playing in this type of big game?
He talked about it, touched on it briefly, and to be honest about that, it's not just another game, but it's we're playing against the best. There's only two teams left in this, and happens to be Ohio State. So we're not going to do anything out of the ordinary. We're just going to continue to be the best team we can, and really just focus on our own preparation. And I think, yeah, I mean, Ohio State, big brand, Notre Dame, big brand. He played there, a bunch of these storylines, but at the end of the day, that's just all kind of noise. So we just got to focus and control what we can.
Such a whirlwind when you think about the regular season ending against USC, and then you got that great game at home with a lot of emotion, cold night against Indiana, and then the Sugar Bowl with everything that went on in New Orleans and how emotional that was. And then you win that game and you go on, you play Penn State in the Orange Bowl. I mean, how do you even wrap your head around what has been an incredible whirlwind that comes to its climax on Monday night? I mean, how can you wrap your head around everything you've experienced in the last 6 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly crazy. It's been quite the journey. I mean, obviously for those who've been following that, I mean, that loss to NIU week 2. If you told us that we'd be in this position right now, I'm sure a lot of the guys, probably wouldn't believe that. But our ability to, show up every week and work, prepare the right way. I mean, it's during the season, you don't really have a whole lot of time to like reflect, but I would say that these past few games that we've played in, you have a little bit more time to prepare, but also more time to kind of think about like, this is pretty dang cool. Like this is stuff you dream about. And these opportunities don't just come around, and they're a result of hard work. So I think reminding yourself that it's a good motivator to remind you that there's still work that needs to be done, and we have an incredible opportunity to do something great.
Okay, for the people who may not have a full understanding of what you do and how it's executed, can you walk people through your mindset of, all right, time to punt, I'm going on the field, take me through the operational
Yep.
execution of your job?
Yeah. So it's it's pretty simple, but it's something simple that's not really that easy. I try and keep it. The easy way to explain it is like a golfer. So my first through third down, I have the same routine. I play catch, do a little jump on third down, and then get the call, line up over the ball, um, take my breath, rip the ball up through my legs, and then I just wait to hear our cadence. And then from there, it kind of just goes quiet, and you're on autopilot by then. So you don't really want to be thinking, just kind of staying in the moment and focusing on what's right in front of you.
Yeah, all about routine. I've heard that from a
Yep,
bunch of special teamers. Okay, I can't let you get
that's
out of
all
here
it is.
without asking you about this. You got big names that make a lot of tackles for Notre Dame. Jack Kaiser's got 85 tackles. Xavier Watts has got 74 tackles. But included on that list of players who have made tackles, and I hate to say it, but you are last on the list with one tackle. But there is Joseph Vinci with one tackle. So you've got to have a story about how it happened.
Yeah, that was against UVA, Virginia. Um, pretty fun moment. Got to run down the field. I saw him, and I'm like, okay, I think I have a good shot. And made the tackle. It was great. Had my grandparents at that game, so they were very happy to be watching.
What do you anticipate Monday night? Do you have a crew coming down?
Oh yes, I got my family and a handful of friends mixed in there as well. So should be fun.
Well, it's been fantastic to watch. And you can imagine there's a lot of people back home who are bragging about you. And yes, there will be many rooting for you on Monday night. So I wish you nothing but the best. I really appreciate the time and live it up because this is really a once in a lifetime experience. May you experience 3 more times, but this one time that it's being presented to you as a freshman, I mean, really special. So congratulations on what the team has achieved so far. I appreciate the time. And good luck on Monday night and bring home that national title against Ohio State.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mr. Leyden. Appreciate it.
You got it. That is Joseph Vinci, of course, the long snapper for Notre Dame. And as always, folks, if there's someone else you want me to have a conversation with, just send me an email to Leyden at bestversionmedia.com. I'll find that person, even if we do it by phone, as we're doing it in this case, and share that conversation with you right here on the Westwood Living Podcast Network. But for now, for Joseph Vinci, the hopefully cross your fingers soon to be national champion, this is Tom Leyden saying thanks so much for listening, and we'll check in the next time.